All right. All right, so this is our third video with Nova in it now, and we are talking about length of stay. In the first video, we introduced the basic concepts of length of stay. In the second video, we talked about medical rounds and pathway planning, which is how we get animals out of the building from an operational perspective. And now we're going to talk about the nuances of length of stay. And the most important thing that I can start with is that we're not like super focused on trying to get the average as low as possible. What we want to do is get animals out of the building as appropriately as possible based on what the individual needs are for those animals. Okay, so what are reasons why an animal would not be made available for adoption?
So there are quite a few reasons, but the biggest ones are medical reasons or behavioral reasons.
Yes.
Our medical reasons could be that an animal came in with an injury, they came in with a skin infection, maybe they came in and were diagnosed with parvo,
okay.
And then they have to be held for at least a month's time.
That's like basic minimum 30-month stay if you have parvo.
30 days.
30 days,
30
sorry.
days.
30 days. Yeah.
Yes. So it is quite a bit of time for some of those animals when they come in with these medical cases.
Yeah.
And some of them, we aren't able to solve here, and so that takes a while to get them out to the places where they need to go.
Right.
Behavioral are things that like shut the dogs down here. So if a dog is extremely fearful, extremely scared, we're not really able to put our hands on it that much. Maybe it can go on a walk or get outside, but we're not interacting with them on a daily basis, so we don't really get to know them. Those behavior cases can take longer. We're trying to train with them and work with them to get them to the point where they are social and they would do well in a home. And sometimes if we can't get them to that point, we look at those other plans that we talked about in the earlier video, like foster homes, to get them to that point.
Right. Okay, so medical behavior, those can extend the average length of stay of an animal.
Yeah.
But other reasons why animals are not available for adoption is we're trying to find the owner. So we're trying to reunite a lost pet with their owner. They're maybe on a 48-hour straight hold, so we're required to hold them for that long. So those would be like other examples of why animals are not available for adoption. They can also be in protective custody as well.
Yeah.
So we're actively investigating and prosecuting an animal cruelty case, and so we might be required to hold them in our care until that court case is finished. So that was our third video of the nuance of length of stay and what can cause a pet's length of stay to be extended. And in the final video, we're going to talk about specific breeds of dogs who tend to experience a longer length of stay and why that is, and how do we manage for dogs when they start to be here for multiple months on end. What protocols are going to be triggered that we trigger to overcome their length of stay and try to get them out of the building as quickly as possible. So we'll see you in the last video.